Let's do a quick update on my Mythic Legions collection. I keep on messing up the name, but yeah, I went kind of crazy getting some of these knights because I just love the way these things look. Just all around detail on them is so spectacular. We got the Vampire Knight here. I'm still learning these guys' name, Bordon or something like that. And we got the Champion here. Oh, God, I forget his name too. And then Sir Orden, I think that's how you call him. We got the Temple Guards, and then of course the two back there are the deluxe builders, which come with a lot. I mean, all these figures come with weapons, armor pieces, you name it, it comes with it. It is so damn cool. Shields. Some of these guys do have extra helmets, and then they all got different kind of guards and all that good stuff. And then the army build guys, the two in the back, those are army builds. They come with the flags, and this guy, I think he came with the flag too. But still, these are just spectacular figures. I just absolutely dig them. Trying to work on getting maybe a custom head done so it can fit on the ball peg, because the ball pegs on these things are huge, which allows some good range of motion. But yeah, they're just limited in articulation. They got 30 points, but they're kind of hindered in a few spots, and they don't have the full range. But like you can see, you can still get them with some nice posing. Paint apps are pretty cool. And then, like I said, anytime there's a paint defect in armor, hey, it's battle damage. So that's the way I look at it. But I just absolutely love these figures. And I do got the Barbarian coming in. He's a deluxe builder as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they do with the kind of the human aspect of these figures. Because the armor, I mean, you can't beat this. I mean, this is some clean work. And just the simple fact that you can make each character just completely different, unique looking. That's the fun factor right there. Being able to just customize without even fully, breaking down figures and customizing them. I mean, it just comes that way. So the options they give you are just so good. So this is definitely in line. I'm going to keep hunting down some of these builders. And I hope that they go on sale pretty soon on their the Horseman store. Because the second market is kind of pricey for these guys. You got to really pick and choose what you're going to get. So alright guys. So I wanted to do a quick update on my Mythic Legion collection. Everything here is from the 1.0, the initial Kickstarter, which I was not a part of. I didn't even know it existed at the time. I know all about the Horsemen and stuff, and because I collect DCU and Master Universe figures. But when I heard about the 2.0, I got in on that, and so I decided to go back and grab some 1.0. These are more the bigger bucks, the body molds, the males. The 2.0s, they look great, so I figured why not, get some. Big Bad Toy Store had a sale going on, so I picked up a few, and I'm hooked on these things. These things are tremendous figures right here. Now, they're not the most super articulated figures, but they do have articulation. It's more of, there's 30 points. They're more of the range of motion, especially in the elbows and knees, but it's got everything you want. And with these figures mostly being armored, knights and stuff, that you're not going to get too much articulation out of them. Well, let's take the weapons off first. You can see this. It's a nice mold itself. These hands are tight, though. We'll keep that sword in. You can see the figure itself. He looks really good. This is Sir Owen. Yeah, so he's one of the hero knights. And with this line, it's really cool because everything can be disassembled. The head can pop off. It's, of course, there's a ball joint in here, which this comes off. I haven't taken this one off yet. You can see it's in there. It's a ball joint. That comes off. And then the neck piece comes off. All the armor can come off. Well, not armor itself, but let's get the back on. I'm not going to take it fully apart because this one I'm going to keep it intact. The collar comes off. The shoulders come out. The waist right here, that comes off. This plate comes off here. It's a soft plastic, and all this is real soft material, so it can move with the figure. The loincloth here, or crotch guard, I guess that's what they call it. That comes off. The legs come out too. You just take them and just pull them apart, and then the ankle comes off too. Let's see if we can get this one off. Yep, and it just pops right off. See that little peg itself. And they're nice size pegs, so you won't, they're not going to be, breaking right away. I mean, they've got some real, and right inside here, it's a nice big ball joint. So these things are built to last. The plastic they use, it's really, really good. Let's tilt the camera just a bit. So, oh, and even this can come off. I forget what it's called, the platoon. There it is. And everything you can mix and match parts. I mean, you can put the little spike piece on there. If you don't want it on there, you can. Tremendous. So you can see the sculpting work. It's really, really good. Now, one of the glaring features of this figure is the back. The back is super, super flat. So it's almost kind of not realistic in a way. But again, to the average collector, you're not going to display a figure like this, showing the back off. But if you are an ACBA artist, you will be showing the back here and there. But the good thing is they have, guards where you can place on there, and that hides the holes. But this plug here, I don't know what that plug is for. The flight stand they have is just a clamp one, so if anybody could tell me what this is for, I don't know. But it's a glaring hole in the back. Now, since the line is on 2.0, in the future, I think it'd be cool if they would, send out some like plug placements so you can cover those up if you wanted to. I think that'd be a cool idea down the line, especially this piece right here. Good Lord, because a lot of times you're going to have the guards on there. I mean, especially if I'm going to show the back of the figure in like an action scene, I'm going to have these things on so you don't see that. But that, and you can't do nothing about that. But it is what it is. So do the articulation. It's got really good neck articulation. The head can go back about that far, go down that far. You can cheat a little bit because the inside, it can pop off, so you can go just a little bit more. So it's got good range of motion, got nice side-to-side pivot, all that good stuff. The arms are really, really tight, so you might have to work with it. But they can go out about that far. It's stiff, but that's good. You want it to be a stiff joint. It's got shoulder articulation. Now, there's no bicep swivel, but you do get a bend at the elbow about that far. So again, not the greatest range of motion, but enough. It's got a hinge at the elbow, and even the guard itself can rotate. Then you got wrist movement, and of course these figures, the wrist or hands can come off. Again, pretty nice. Pop that back in. It's got waist movement. Can get a decent ab crunch, somewhat. You won't be laying down anytime soon, or sitting down really. The legs can go up really far, so that's really good. It's got a thigh swivel, a single bend at the knee, so you get about that far movement. So again, not the best range, but doable. And then you got a swivel right above the knee, or lower part of the knee, and then you get ankle movement, go up and down, and a beautiful pivot. I mean, look at that. That's some sprained ankle right there. Love it. So again, these figures just bleed that fun factor. I mean, just the sculpting work on them is so good. The paint, oh, it's so good. And again, if you see any scratches and stuff on your figure and stuff, just chop it up as to its armor. These knights, they're meant for battle, so they're going to be out there, just chopping it up. So this is like my new obsession right now. These figures, I got a good deal of knights. I've got a barbarian coming in. He's the barbarian builder. You get lots and lots of weapons. I'm just absolutely in love with these figures. Now, the 2.0 figures, the Kickstarter ended. It did tremendous work. So, again, down the line, I would like to see some replacement parts for the back. And even some different hands would be kind of cool, since these are interchangeable. I mean, maybe have some relaxed hands, full fist hands. That'd be just a cool idea for down the line. I mean, you don't have to do it anytime soon, but that'd be kind of cool for people who do, artwork and stuff like that, photographs. So I'd really, really, really like that. All right. So if you can get a chance to pick these figures up, do it. I've had to go on the secondary market to get them, and I only pay for the ones that I feel are a decent price for what I'm getting. So I'm willing to spend just a little bit more, because these are a little more rare. You're not going to find them in a Target or Walmart. You're going to have to look online to get these guys, but they are truly, truly good figures.